Okay, what I have promised to do is to show you how I manage to batch process the images to reduce them down to 50%. I find that most of the work I do requires an image of a lot smaller size. But with the Hungry JPEG, you get the images of the large size in case you should need them for larger work. The first thing that I do is under the file that I'm trying to reduce, I make a new file called 50%. This way I know I can take the large size images, which these are. You can see they're 1 meg, 2 meg, they're really significant sizes. And these are little tiny images. I mostly make stickers, and I certainly don't need them this large. They're a lot easier to handle in the Silhouette software if I do this. I'm not sure it is the Silhouette software that has the limitations or my laptop, but in any event I find I have fewer problems if I can reduce these lovely images by 50%. Okay, here's what I do. First of all, this is the Mediterranean watercolor bundle, and if I go to my extra large, you'll see there's some really wonderful high quality images in here, and I know I'm going to have fun using these on cards and other things that I do because I happen to like the watercolor look, and they're beautiful. On a later video I'm going to show you how I get more bang for the buck with these images as well. But for now I'm going to show you, I've already talked about and provided a link to IRFANVIEW. IRFANVIEW is a free software to handle images, but what it does do is enable me to batch process a reduction of many images very, very quickly. Here's how it happens. I click on File, I go down to Batch Conversion Rename, and another window comes up. I have already gone to Advanced, which is here, and set a new size as a percentage of the original, whereas the width is 50% smaller and the height is 50% smaller, so it'll come out right. If I put in specific height and width and it isn't compatible with the original size image, you'll get something skewed. So this is what I do, 50%, 50%. So that's okay. And the second thing I'm going to do, which is important, it says Output Directory for Result Files. And it will create something in there for you, but I don't want it to be there. I want it to go into that 50% file that I have created. So I have a 200 gigabyte SD card that I have inserted into my laptop, and under the September bundle part 4, where the Mediterranean watercolors images are, as well as patterns and lettering, I added a file called 50%, and that's the file I want the results of the resizing to go into. So I'll hit OK. Now I will go and find the file with everything. Here's the Hungry JPEG file that I have on my 200 gigabyte SD card. So I'll scroll down to my September bundle. Let's see if I can find that here. There it is, September bundle, and it is part 4, and it is the Mediterranean watercolors. So it's the elements. The 50% has nothing in it at the moment because I've told this program that the results of the resizing of these elements will go into that file. So let me click on the elements and click on the PNG format, and I will click, holding my shift key down, and highlight all of these, and don't forget to say add. When you say add, it goes down in here. And then all you do once you've done that is hit Start Batch, and it'll just go to town. And with nothing further that I have to do, it is actually going down each image and reducing it by 50%, height and width. So it doesn't take very long. It goes very, very quickly. And in a few seconds it'll be finished and I can exit the batch mode. So I would do this for every file that has images that I might want to reduce. The only disadvantage, and you may all have other programs that do it more efficiently, if I used the PNG files and brought them into Silhouette software, somehow the background is transparent. But when I run it through this process, it is not transparent. And I have to do a couple of things to remedy that, and I will show that in a future video. But for now, I just wanted to show you how easy it was to batch process and resize a whole file of images. Now if I go down here and I look at the file on the September 4th Mediterranean watercolor, and I'm clicking the 50%, these are the files that have already been worked on. And you can see most of these are they're still considerably high size for quality, but most of them end up being less than a megabyte. And that seems to work the best for me in working with Silhouette software. So back over here, I've gotten all of these images in that 50% file. I'm going to exit batch, and my next video will show how I put them into Silhouette software and the convenient method that works for me. You all might have some other method, but if you want to know what I do and how I do it, I'm going to make a series of little videos that shows that. And this is the end of the first one.